Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, audience. Today, I will present my paper. The title is The Correlation of Self-Efficacy and Speaking Performance, a case study in electronic engineering. Well, we are from Polytechnic Negeri Malang, so we did this together, me, Mariana Ulfa Husni, and Ibu Umi Anis Roisatin, and Ibu Yani Ratnawati. Okay, now we go to the introductions. Well, I use speaking here since speaking is one of vital skills both in daily life and the job world. As we know that students use speaking in the classroom to do discussion, to speak with their teachers, to speak with their teammates, and in the job world, it is used to compete to be accepted in one of company. And now we move to self-efficacy. Actually, this is a construct introduced by Albert Bandura in around 1980s. Yeah. So here is the definitions, and self-efficacy is often linked to self-confidence because self-confidence is a part of self-efficacy. So it is one's ability to organize and perform the activities to achieve certain goal. And now we go to the literature review. Actually, there has been a lot of research regarding self-efficacy in language learning, and here I presented two of those research. The first is from Afifa in 2019. So she found that self-efficacy is connected to learning English. Students with high self-efficacy felt that they are able in English. That's why these students can do various tasks in various situations. The second article here is from Wang and Sun, 2020. So they did a literature review into 74 articles about self-efficacy in language learning. And they found that self-efficacy has a positive relationship with language learning. This is in those four skills, yeah, in listening, in speaking, reading, and writing. Now let's move to speaking performance. I use speaking because, as perhaps we notice, that most of our students think if they can speak English well, it means they are successful learners. And this is supported by Regenbach and Lazaraton, 1991, which was cited by Widyati and Cahyono, 2006. So indeed, successful English learners are known from their speaking proficiency. In our cases, in Polytechnic Negeri Malang, speaking is required to apply for a job, yeah, and then to do various duty-related jobs like doing presentation, doing a business meeting, explaining products, and talking to clients. We now end the research method. So here I use quantitative design and qualitative. Quantitative relate to the correlation analysis and qualitative to describe student profile. I use three instruments here. The first is speaking test, which refer to TOEIC test. So there are 10 questions in the speaking test. It starts with read short text aloud and then describing picture and then answering questions. And then the next is responding to question based on information provided. And the last part is about describing object. The last part have two parts. The first, They describe the object and then they explain how the object is operated. And the second instrument is speaking assessment rubric, which is also referred to TOEIC because TOEIC is an official test in Polytechnic Negeri Malang. So the rubric consists of 8 levels, sorry, and the score range from 0 to 200. The last instrument is self-efficacy questionnaire, which consists of 5 aspects of speaking. It is based on that. The first is fluency, comprehension, grammar, pronunciations, and vocabularies. About the participant, we take 46 students from Diploma 4 Electronic Engineering who are taking English 3. Now, here is the result of the study. The first is many students scored 101.5 in speaking, which means they were in level 4. And for the self-efficacy score, they had 273.98, which were also in the medium level. Here is the result of the correlation analysis. Sorry. The coefficient is 0.582, which means there is a moderate positive correlation between speaking self-efficacy and speaking performance. It means that the higher the self-efficacy, the better the speaking performance. And we move to the student profile here. From the speaking transcription, we found that students with high self-efficacy tend to do less pauses, perhaps because they have a good belief in their ability. That's why they're confident with what they say and did less pauses. And the second profile is they use appropriate vocabularies. It's like they know how to use or when to use illustrate and when to use describe, for example. The second profile, we found that a student with high self-efficacy understand instruction well. So when they are asked to describe, they describe. When they are asked to explain the procedure, they also explain, not describe. Yeah. And the last thing is students have a better pronunciations. Well, even though not all words are pronounced correctly, but these students tend to show that they have a better pronunciations. Okay, now we are in the conclusion. So from the results of our study, we can wrap up that the first, self-efficacy can be a reliable predictor in language learning. Well, perhaps different situations can influence or can affect the result, but in this case, we believe that it is a reliable predictor in language learning. And the second thing, we suggest that teachers should pay attention to self-efficacy. Actually, in language teaching, I think we also have to pay attention to some effective factors, yeah, like motivation, age, and then their learning style, and then the gender. And self-efficacy is just one of those effective factors. And what have to be focused is self-efficacy can be improved. Yeah, therefore, I think teachers, it's important to pay attention to this. Okay, thank you very much. We are waiting for warm discussions. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.